Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Duo English. I'm Emily.
And I'm Ben. Great to see you again. Today's topic is actually one of my personal favorites. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, really? Well, today we're actually talking about hobbies and free time.
Exactly. All the fun stuff we get to do when we're not working or studying or doing like those boring adult things.
Right. And honestly, Ben, being able to confidently talk about your hobbies in English is so useful, isn't it? Like for making new friends or just having some good small talk and, of course, just expressing yourself naturally.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it, especially if you live abroad or you travel a lot. People just love asking, so what do you do for fun? It's such a common question, and it's a great way to start a conversation.
Yeah, it really is. And today we're really going to help you answer that question with confidence and sound really natural doing it.
Yeah.
So stick around.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not just about like answering the question. It's about what that question opens up, Like when someone asks you what you do for fun, they're not just looking for a simple answer.
Right. They're looking for a connection. It's like a doorway, isn't it, to understanding who you are outside of your job or your studies.
Totally. And the thing about it, if you're traveling or especially if you're living in a new country, asking about hobbies or being able to talk about your own is such a natural way to just break the ice.
Oh, absolutely. I've found it so useful. When you share something you're passionate about, even if it's just like collecting stamps, people become really curious. And it just makes the conversation flow so much more easily.
It really does. It's like it shows a piece of your personality. And for English learners, mastering these kinds of conversations, it's not just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about sounding natural, right? It's about expressing yourself in a way that feels authentic.
Exactly. And that's where building rapport comes in. When you can talk about your personal interests, people get a sense of who you are, what makes you tick. And that's how you make friends. That's how you connect with people on a deeper level.
For sure. I mean, small talk can feel intimidating sometimes, but hobbies are like the perfect topic because they're generally positive, they're personal, but not too personal,
Yeah, totally. It's a safe topic. And it really does help you express yourself naturally, which is one of the biggest goals when you're learning a new language, I think. You want to sound like you.
So, Emily, let's dive right in with the basics, shall we? What do you like to do in your free time?
That's a good question. Well, lately I've been really into yoga. I try to do it a few times a week, just to unwind.
Oh, nice. So you've got that like Zen vibe going on. I can totally see that.
I try. I really do. It's a work in progress. What about you, Ben? What's occupying your free time these days?
Oh, me. I've actually been learning to play the guitar. It's not going great yet, to be honest. I'm still very much a beginner, but it's a lot of fun, just messing around with it.
That's awesome. See, these are perfect starting points for our listeners. We just naturally use some really common and useful phrases.
Exactly. Like when you said, I'm really into yoga, that's a fantastic way to express enthusiasm. It's much more natural than just saying, I like yoga.
Right. I'm really into is super versatile. You can use it for anything you're genuinely interested in. Like, I'm really into cooking, or I'm really into learning new languages.
And then what I said, I've been learning to play the guitar, that's another key phrase, especially if you're just starting something new or if you're not quite an expert yet. It shows ongoing action.
Yeah, it's perfect for when you're still in the process. I've been learning to knit, or I've been learning to speak French. It's very clear. So basically, to answer, what do you like to do in your free time, you can start with, I'm really into, or I've been learning.
Yeah, those are two super solid go-to phrases. They're simple, clear, and very natural in conversation. Plus, they invite more questions, which is what you want, right? To keep the conversation flowing.
Exactly. They're like your foundational phrases. But what if you're super passionate about something? Like beyond just really into it?
Great question, Emily. That's when you can crank it up a notch and say, I'm obsessed with. Now, be careful with this one, because obsessed is a strong word, right?
Oh, definitely. It implies a really deep, almost all-consuming interest. So if you say, I'm obsessed with hiking, it means you like live and breathe hiking. You're always thinking about your next trail.
Exactly. You're probably planning trips around it, buying all the gear. It's more than just a casual interest. Like, I could say I'm obsessed with finding the perfect cup of coffee.
That's a good one, Ben. So I'm obsessed with is for when it's really your main thing, your passion. But what if, on the flip side, you don't actually have a lot of free time? That's a common issue for many people, right?
Oh, absolutely. Life gets busy, especially for adults with jobs and families and responsibilities. So if you're in that boat, a really natural way to express it is, I don't have much free time, but when I do, I love to.
Oh, that's perfect. It acknowledges the reality of a busy life, but still gives a glimpse into what you enjoy. It's not like you're saying, I have no hobbies because I'm too busy. It's more like, my free time is limited, but here's what I prioritize.
Exactly. For example, I could say, I don't have much free time, but when I do, I love to just sit down with a good book and a cup of tea. Or I don't have much free time, but when I do, I love to spend it with my kids.
Or, I don't have much free time, but when I do, I love to bake. You know, something relaxing and maybe a little indulgent. It shows you value that time.
So you see how these phrases allow you to express different levels of interest in different life situations, from just starting something new with I've been learning to a strong passion with I'm obsessed with, or even when time is tight with I don't have much free time, but when I do, I love to.
They really add nuance to your conversations, and they help you describe your relationship with your hobbies more accurately, which makes your English sound much more natural and engaging. It's not just about listing activities, but about expressing how you feel about them.
Absolutely. It's about personalizing your English and letting your personality shine through. So, speaking of making time for hobbies, Emily, let me guess, when you do have free time, you read, right? Big bookworm over here?
Oh, you got me. Yep, absolutely. Total bookworm over here.
I knew it. Honestly, reading is such a great hobby to mention. I mean, it's relaxing and you can do it pretty much anywhere. Plus, it's always a good conversation starter.
True, true. Oh, and don't forget about sports, cooking, painting, watching movies. There are just so many different hobbies you can talk about. The list is endless, really.
Even video games. I know so many people, especially younger generations, who say, in my free time, I play video games. It's definitely a common one now.
You know what I recently started? Totally out of the blue? Gardening.
Really? You? Gardening? That I gotta see. Like actually growing things?
Yeah, let's just say my plants are surviving, barely. It's definitely a work in progress.
Well, hey, that's perfect, right? You can still say, I've recently started gardening, even if you're not exactly a master gardener yet.
Exactly. That's the key. It's not about being good at it, necessarily. It's about enjoying it, right? Even if you're just learning, or if you're terrible, like me with gardening, you can still talk about it.
Yeah, it's about the enjoyment. I remember when I lived in Germany, everyone seemed to talk about hiking. It felt like the national hobby there. Everywhere you went, people were off hiking.
And did you join them? Did you embrace the national hobby?
I did once. It was a lot of walking. It was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but pretty exhausting.
So, not exactly your favorite hobby then? Sounds like it didn't quite stick.
Nope, not really. Give me a guitar or a good movie any day, much less strenuous.
Fair enough. So it really emphasizes that hobbies are personal. Even if something is popular, it doesn't mean it has to be your thing. It's all about what you genuinely enjoy. Okay, everyone, so now that we've talked about all these different ways to express your hobbies and interests, let's have a quick practice. How about it, Ben?
Oh, I'm ready. Bring it on. Listeners at home, you should totally join in too, right? Answer out loud if you can, or just think it in your head.
Exactly. Okay, so I'll ask you, Ben, and you answer. Ready? What do you like to do in your free time?
Let me think. Okay, well, as you know, I'm really into playing guitar these days. Yeah. What about you, Emily?
Oh, good one. For me, in my free time, I love reading and going for walks. Very relaxing.
Nice. Now, what if you're learning something new? What's a good way to say that?
Ah, right. So you could say, I've been learning yoga, or referring to my recent attempts, I've recently started gardening, even if I'm not very good yet.
Perfect. And don't forget, if you're really, really passionate about something, like super enthusiastic, what phrase can you use?
Oh, that's an easy one for me. I'm obsessed with hiking, although maybe not as much as the Germans that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, still a good one. And finally, what if you're super busy? You just don't have a lot of free time, but when you do, you still have something you love.
Right. You can say, I don't have much free time, but when I do, I love to bake. Or I love to listen to podcasts. You can substitute anything there.
See? It's really natural, and it's fun, and it's easy to personalize. You just swap in your actual hobby.
Yeah, and it really does make small talk and just starting conversations way, way easier.
And just one quick tip here for everyone listening. In some cultures, especially like in the US, asking about hobbies is really, really common. It's definitely a go-to for small talk, and it really helps people connect.
Oh, exactly. And it's so true. So, even if your hobby is a bit unusual, right? Like collecting stamps or, I don't know, juggling maybe.
Right, the juggling, yeah. Don't worry about that because people are going to be curious. They'll find it interesting. So don't be shy about it at all.
Yeah, totally. It's not about impressing anyone with how cool your hobby is. It's just about, having that natural, fun conversation and sharing a bit about yourself. All right, friends, that pretty much wraps it up for today's lesson. Thank you so, so much for joining us and, practicing your English with us today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you enjoyed this episode, please do hit that subscribe button. We post real-life English practice every single week, so you definitely don't want to miss it.
And yes, don't forget also to click that little notification bell, so you never, ever miss a lesson from us. It's super important.
Oh, and hey, give this video a like, too, if it helped you out today. It really, really helps us. And more importantly, tell us about your hobbies in the comments below. Seriously, we love hearing what you guys are up to.
Yes, we really do, whether it's cooking or hiking, playing video games, or even just, taking a really long nap, which I totally count as a hobby sometimes. We want to hear about it.
Definitely. And hey, remember, we're your daily duo.
And your English-speaking buddies. Thanks again for learning with us, everyone. We'll see you next time on Daily Duo English.
Bye for now.